Peopleware. This is a legendary book. It's totally transformed my view on building software and to some extent changed my career path. By the end of this video, I hope you'll see that it can do the same for you too. I want you to see the book and I want to show you why I like it so much. Why its ideas matter more than ever in the age of AI and how it can transform your career without saying a single word about code. The book was published back in 1987, and back then the most popular programming language was this. Many companies used to lead by fear and assumed people were interchangeable. But authors pushed back. They used their consulting experience to show that software failures were not technical in nature. They were actually caused by lack of focus, low morale, and poor leadership. In the next couple of minutes, I'll show you two ideas from the book, which I think are the most relevant today. When I first read Peopleware, I was working at an agency and I was writing code for a product that was used by around 100 people. I used to get little feedback when building, both from my manager and from the customers, the end users, and sometimes it felt like I had no direction. My team lead, he was a great guy, but only on the surface. In every one-on-one, he would say I'm doing great, except that I wasn't doing great. I was shipping bugs in critical parts of the code base, and he clearly didn't like how I structure my code. I was a junior, I didn't know more back then. I could see it in his code reviews. He used to rewrite all PRs that I crafted, but he never said anything. And I had too little experience to notice what was happening. Then the performance review came, and suddenly on paper I was a problem. A year of silence, no feedback from him, and then this. That's when I understood what was actually missing. It wasn't my skills or process, it was psychological safety. This is what was missing from my team. He was too afraid to be honest with me, and I was too blind to ask him for honest feedback. That's exactly what Peopleware was talking about. I've read this book at the right moment. The authors were describing an ideal team which is built on 4 strong pillars. Let's go over them one by one. First one is high trust. It creates a psychological safety where people feel safe to speak and give feedback without fear of punishment. Second is strong shared identity. People know that they are an important part of the team and the team won't be the same without them. I was definitely not proud of that team. We were 2 developers and the team lead. The other developer was a junior with zero focus, and the team lead spent like 80% of his time on other projects from the same company. It was full agency vibes. Third pillar is meaning of work. You are proud of what you're building because it makes a real difference in the real world. And last is deep focus, so you can get things done. So when I was first reading this book, I was clearly not part of such team. And it made me wonder, is it possible to find such team? Why isn't my team like that? I have the answers to these questions, but before we move on, make sure to subscribe. And if you're on a team that doesn't meet at least 3 of the 4 pillars, it's not you, it's actually the environment. I'm opening a waitlist for free one-on-one coaching to help you find your perfect team. Sign up using the link in the description, only a few spots left. Alright, so authors use the word gelled to describe the perfect team. Once a team is gelled, output raises naturally and management's job is mostly not to break it. Now let's talk about the role of a manager, so you can know if your manager is doing a great job. I want you to meet Mike. He's the charming guy who organizes our tennis games 2 times a week. It's Mike who decides who plays with whom. He's the one who shuffles players, so everybody has a different partner for all the games. He makes good pairings, so everybody plays at their level. He has a great booming voice, easy to hear even when he's 3 courts away. He sets the meeting times and makes sure there are substitutions for anyone who needs to be away. Nobody gave Mike this job. He just stepped up and took it. Nobody is challenging his position either, because everybody feels lucky that he leads us in the way he does. In return, he gets nothing for it, except our gratitude and sincere esteem. In this example, Mike does not want to extract anything from you. He's doing you a service. The leadership Mike provides enables his team to move forward. Sometimes he sets explicit directions, but his main role is that of a catalyst, not a director. He makes it possible for magic to happen. So in order to lead like Mike, you have to do what Mike does. The first step is to step up to the task. You have to be willing to take ownership and be responsible of the task. Second you have to be obviously fit for the task. Mike is clearly good at organizing tennis games. And third, prepare for the task by doing the required homework ahead of time. The goal here is to maximize value for everyone. You have to do it with humor and obvious goodwill. And of course, it also helps to have a bit of charisma. Now ask yourself, is your manager a leader? Are they helping you or are they blocking you from doing a great job? What do you think? Does this fit with your own experience? Let me know in the comments below, and you might also want to download my resume template right here.